Hello and welcome to the 2022 NASCAR Lionel Cup Series Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona International Speedway. Today will be the second race at Daytona and the final race at Daytona of the 2022 NASCAR Lionel Cup Series season. But we have 42 cars, the biggest amount of a field that we've had and probably will have this entire season for a race. Now without further ado, let's get into your grid walk for today. Starting on the front row today are two playoff drivers, but the one we want to focus on today is the pole sitter, the number 33 of Kaz Gralla, who's currently 4th in points and is in fact locked into the round of 12 for next race at Chambersville Raceway short track. So that means that he has enough points where no matter what happens today, he should be into the round of 12. However, he wants to get a good finish here today at Daytona after starting on the pole and after a streak of 2 top 5 finishes. Starting a little behind him in 5th position is the current points leader by just a tiny bit over the 99 of Daniel Suarez. He's looking to capitalize on that lead today after starting inside the top 5. However, Daniel Suarez is starting one position higher than him today in today's race, so let's see if Daniel Suarez can try and make something happen for the lead as well. Starting back in 15th place position today is the number 42 of Ty Dillon, who's currently in the exact opposite position as the two playoff leaders. Right now, Ty Dillon is just barely above the playoff cut line, and if he has a bad race today, some drivers within striking distance could try to eat into his lead. Starting at the back of the pack today, Wheelman Racing is debuting their first ever Cup Series ride with the number 25 car of Tyler Bradley for the Wheelman Racing group. Unfortunately, they spun out and crashed into the wall in qualifying, so they will be starting 41st in today's race. And just below them in the number 24 is William Byron, who had a scary qualifying wreck after losing it in turn 2 and crashing head-on into the wall. So he has a backup car today. Good to see him okay after such a scary accident, but he will be starting in the last place position, going from hero to zero actually for today's race. Without further ado, let's get to your starting lineup for today's race. Starting on pole today is the number 33 of Kaz Gralla, next to the number 9 of Chase Elliott, and behind them you got the 23 of Bubba Wallace and the 99 of Daniel Suarez. And you got your current points leader in the 43, Eric Jones, and the 48 of Alex Bowman. And behind those two is the number 1 of Ross Chastain and the 10 of Eric Almirola. And you got the number 77 of Landon Castle and the 7 of Corey LaJoie, both with great qualifying efforts, both Aspire Motorsports cars as well. Then you got Truex and McDowell. And behind them you got Christopher Bell and the 14 of Chase Briscoe. Then you got the 42 of Ty Dillon, who needs something good to happen to get into the playoffs, starting next to the 18 of Kyle Busch. Then you got the 11 of Denny Hamlin and the 41 of Cole Custer. And behind those two is the 8 of Tyler Reddick and the 17 of Chris Buescher. And then behind those two is the number 12 of Ryan Blaney and the 5 of Kyle Larson. And you have the 2 of Austin Cindric and the 6 of Brad Keselowski. Then you got the 4 of Kevin Harvick and the 22 of Joey Logano. And behind them is the 16 of Noah Gragson and 3 of Austin Dillon. And behind those two is the 37 of Riley Herbst and the 38 of Todd Gilliland. Then you have the 31 of Justin Haley and the 21 of Harrison Burton. Now behind those two is the 95 of Brennan Poole and the 32 of Spencer Boyd. And behind those two is the 87 of Kevin Lacroix and the 28 of Joey Gase. Then you have the 69 of Liam Hyland and the 53 of Garrett Smithley. And behind those two is the 15 of Cody Ware and the 78 of BJ McLeod. Then you got the 25 of Tyler Bradley and the 24 of William Byron rounding out the field. Without further ado, let's go green flag racing at Daytona.
The green flag is in the air as Kaz Gralla and Chase Elliott lead us down to the flag. Chase Elliott quickly to the lead here, already 3 wide behind him. He gets picked up by his teammate in the 48. Alex Bowman now 3 wide on the outside. That's Michael McDowell taking the 3rd line. Both the Hendrick teammates go up to the top now. Alex Bowman to the lead, but he's quickly sucked back through the middle. Here comes Kaz Gralla back to the inside, and the 34, Michael McDowell, picks up his teammate. He gets in the wall off the turn, and now it's single file quickly back there, and we already got a wreck. Big crash. Up into the air goes Brad Keselowski, I believe that was, and he got a tag from Ty Dillon, who really does not need this today. And look at this, the playoff driver, the 24 of William Byron, also involved in this. Austin Cindric involved in this as well. The 4 of Kevin Harvick, a lot of playoff drivers involved in this one. You see Todd Gilliland also involved there. Looks like the 42 gets, oh, and big contact there for the 5. That could be dire to his playoff run as well. A lot of big championship implications here. And that 5 really needs a miracle for him to stay in the playoffs here. Green flag back in the air here on lap 6. Here comes the number 9 to the outside, then 33 now down to the bottom. And already another wreck farther behind, the 21 of Harrison Burton, the 15 on his side, and now the 42 on his side. Right on the playoff cut line is the 42, so this is not what he needs for his playoff berth to continue. And it looks like the 38 got in the back of the 21, the 15 got up on his side, and the 42 of Ty Dillon with just nowhere to go. Runs right over the front end of the 31 and the 15. And gets up on his side, and you see the 4 there once again involved, the 3 once again involved, and I believe this time it's going to take out the 3 of Austin Dillon. You see Brennan Poole and the 95 also involved in that one. A bunch of great cars involved in this one, the 21, the 53, the 2, Austin Cindric, still in the playoffs right now, as of now, but he will be taken out in that wreck, so he's going to hope for something nice to happen to him as well. A lot of playoff drivers taken out early in this one. Green flag back in the air. Here comes Kaz Gralla down to the bottom. He's going to take the lead out of turn 2. Now single file all the way back. Kaz Gralla leads that lap. Can Chase Elliott try and make something happen here with his Hendrick teammate behind him? And they all spin. Big crash. And this is going to take off multiple more playoff contenders. The 23, the 18, the 43, the 1, all involved in this, all in the playoffs. The 20 of Christopher Bell. And let's take a look at how this happened here. The 9 got into the back of the 33, and everybody spun, and it's the big one here at Daytona. And big damage to that number 9 car. It got high up into the air there. You see the 14 of Briscoe also involved. He's in the playoffs. And a lot of these drivers are going to be able to continue, but this is going to take out Chase Elliott as well. Here comes Daniel Suarez to the lead, who took the lead after that restart. How about the 2 Spire Motorsports teammates behind him? And Suarez gets loose. He's going to go through the grass. Here comes the 77 of Landon Castle, the 3 wide behind him. Spencer Boyd at the bottom, but it's going to be Landon Castle who gets the win. And what an amazing finish. Let's take a look at the replay here. Somehow Ty Dillon is going to be able to sneak his way into the playoffs. He's going to stay in the 12th position here, but big wreck there for him. He's going to be very, very relieved after going on his side during that second wreck, the second big one. And then, of course, the 3rd big one, taking out multiple playoff contenders, including the 9 and the 1 of Ross Chastain. And then here's with 2 laps to go. 99 takes the lead. The 2 Spire Motorsports cars behind him. And the 99 just gets a little bit of a push from the 77, gets to the inside. And you see 3 wide there on the outside. Kaz Gralla, what a charge back. He's going to finish in the 5th position to get his 3rd straight top 5 finish. And what a day it is for Landon Castle, his first career Lionel Cup Series win. And there you see the playoffs right now. Eric Jones still the playoff leader. Kaz Gralla bumps himself up to 2nd in points. Daniel Suarez falls to 3rd. Corey LaJoie to 4th, and that's your top 4 right now. Unfortunately, Bell, Harvick, Larson, and Kyle Busch will all be out of the round of 8. And you can see Ty Dillon just barely over the cut line with 15 compared to Christopher Bell's 14. And here's the top 20 finishers. How about Tyler Bradley in his first career start, getting a top 20 there. Justin Haley with the top 20. Riley Herbst with his 2nd career top 15 finish. Michael McDowell, top 10 finish. And Noah Gragson